Welcome back, Etsy sellers. Today's video is about a crucial milestone for any Etsy seller, your first 100 sales on Etsy. Today we're going to show you exactly how to achieve that goal with the help of EverBee, a powerful tool designed to supercharge your Etsy success. Even if you're currently in or thinking about getting into a saturated niche. If that sounds like something that you need help with right now, first and foremost, I want to invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel, where we go live every single Thursday and post videos just like this, helping you as an Etsy and e-commerce seller make more sales for your business every single Tuesday. You guys ready? Let's dive in. Before you start actually selling on Etsy, it is absolutely essential to understand your market and competition so that you can put yourself in a good place to make great money fast. And that's where EverBee's product analytics tool is going to come in handy for you. By analyzing what's trending and selling in your niche already right now, you can make informed decisions about your best products and your best pricing strategies. Let's go ahead and use the phrase spring SVG for example. When I type that into the Etsy search bar, EverBee is already going to start doing some work for me. We're going to see spring SVG file, spring SVG for shirt, spring SVG laser. We're going to see some things pop up outside of the standard search of spring SVG that Etsy and EverBee are already telling us are currently being searched platform-wide on Etsy. Now what I want to do is go ahead and head over to the product analytics dashboard to be able to dive even deeper into this search to find different products within this space. So as you can see on this particular search, we are only currently looking at 70 different listings. What I want you guys to do first is click on Search Entire Database. Once you do that, you're going to see we were brought up to 35,000 listings that we can look at that are utilizing the term Spring SVG. What I want to do now is dive a little bit further into different filters so that we can get even more tuned in to exactly what is doing well right now. What I want you to do is go ahead and click Filters. Once we do that, I would like to do the listing age maximum at 6, and I'm going to scroll over a little bit till we find shop age as well. I'm also going to put a maximum of 6 months for the shop age. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to know in spring SVG with my particular search term what is trending right now listing wise and what is a young shop. So if we can find items that are doing well in both of those parameters, we're going to be able to find things that we can add our own unique spin to. Now you can see we have gone down from 35,000 to 2,400. That is a much more niched down search that we are able to start combing through and determining exactly what we want to provide our own unique approach to. So now what I want you to do is think about your particular search. Mine was obviously spring SVG. What's yours? Once you do that and once you search entire database and then once you jump into those 2 filtration systems that we use together today, you'll be able to start going through this list and going through each individual listing that performed well during that period and start finding gaps within those listings that your products could potentially fill. What unique elements can you bring to that listing? Which leads me perfectly into phase 2, which is defining your unique value proposition. By the way, if you were interested in diving a little bit deeper into exactly how to utilize the product analytics dashboard for your search terms, I'm going to go ahead and pop a link above to one of our videos where we go very in depth in exactly how to utilize the product analytics tool for your shop. So now what I want you to do is move into phase 2, which is crafting your unique value proposition. What sets your Etsy shop apart from the competition? That's where your UVP is going to come into play. Identifying your unique strengths and communicating them across your entire Etsy shop and across all of your listings is going to set you apart from the competition much faster. From within the research phase, you can actually come up with these unique value propositions for your business by checking out the listing photos, the listing descriptions, and the reviews that your competitors have received on their products. Is there anything that multiple people have said they wished that the product would have included? Are they talking about their experience? Was it good? Was it bad? Could it possibly be elevated by something you can uniquely bring to the table? What I want you to do is list out 10 individual things that you can uniquely bring to each of these listings that you found within the product analytics dashboard. Think about shipping shipping times, shipping price, price of the item, quality of the item, handmade versus print provider, how to optimize your listings best, etc. A quick example that I found in the spring SVG space was this listing that had a 20-pack SVG bundle. Two things that they did to make their listing stand out that is currently a bestseller are, one, they are creating a bundle, so a 20-pack bundle of SVGs. So instead of just having forget the bunnies, I'm chasing honeys SVG, they are actually providing 20 different ones at a very low price point, which is going to attract their potential buyer. The second thing they're doing is actually a form of cross-niching in multiple different ways. So not only are they creating a bundle of Easter or spring SVGs, but they are also doing things like My First Easter, which can be something for a new mom. We're also seeing will trade brother and sister for eggs, so that's in the family space. So all of these different things you wouldn't necessarily expect to go together, but this seller more than likely did their proper research to figure out exactly what their buyer needed to receive from them and then popped it all into one location. So not only are they setting themselves apart by offering a pack, but they're also setting themselves apart by cross-niching different niches that made sense for their buyer together. And that perfectly moves us on to phase 3, optimizing your actual Etsy shop as a whole. Use your Etsy banner, your shop title, your shop announcement to all tell your shop story while also being completely customer-centric. A quick example that I wanted to go through today was a shop that I found that was performing significantly well in the Mother's Day space. As you can see, it looks like they're actually updating their banner seasonally by saying Happy Mother's Day, for example. I'm assuming they more than likely also had Happy Valentine's Day, Merry Christmas, etc. You can also see that their announcement was updated on April 3rd, which is a couple of weeks ago from the day we're launching this video. So that again tells me that they are very active. And if I, as a buyer, have a potential issue with my order or I want to ask a question, I can feel safe and secure that this person is active in their shop and they're going to be able to answer me quick. Your About section is also a really good opportunity to tell your story while also being able to boost yourself with particular SEO keywords that your ideal buyers are looking up. It also adds a level of like, know, and trust with your potential buyers. So let's say someone isn't 100% convinced in the listing itself to purchase from you, but they can come to a location in your About section, they can check out your shop policies, and you also have your frequently asked questions filled out that are going to overcome any particular objections that that person might have had within the listing itself and be able to make a more informed decision and a quicker purchase and become your next buyer. So now that we've got an optimized shop, we know what our unique value propositions are, and we have done the research phase to be able to see exactly what is performing in your space right now. It is time to move on to actually creating and optimizing your individual listings. Fully optimized listing is comprised of the following. 1, we have optimized listing photos and videos. 2, we have an optimized title that speaks to a human, not a computer. 3, we have an optimized listing description that answers all of the questions a potential buyer might have, while also placing your product as the solution to your buyer's potential problems. Last but not least, we're going to have optimized tags, attributes, and categories. So here's an example that is also doing really well. It's in 20 plus carts right now. It's considered an Etsy's pick. It also is making almost $45,000 a month for this seller. First, let's look at their listing photos. Very first photo is clear, it's enticing, and it is very product focused. Also has a video here that shows you exactly what you're going to get once you make the purchase. Less than 30% of Etsy listings actually have a video attached to them. So that is yet another way that you can get through those 100 sales that much faster. Then we're going to be able to see a couple of different examples of ways that they've been able to build out this product. We're also being shown the colors here, the sizes, and they're even answering a potential question that a buyer might have, the font choice for embroidery, as well as the elements that they are allowed to add to the sleeve. Now moving on to the title section. Custom embroidered mama sweatshirt with kid's name on sleeve. Not only is that telling a computer and telling the search engine exactly what this product is going to be about, but it's also talking directly to a human. Very first few words are directly targeted to Google search as well as Etsy search. Perfect gift for mom, custom embroidered mama shirt with kids' names. They are already presenting a problem their buyer might have, with their item being the solution. Looking for the perfect gift for your mom, that is a problem. We've got just the thing. And then there's more SEO built in right there. Then we're going to have some store information. They're going to tell me exactly how to order this and how to personalize it. And they're telling me exactly what I am going to get. This is a highly optimized listing description, and I have literally no questions to see if this is an item that I want for myself. See all of the different key terms and key phrases that they have used. Scroll up to the very top of the listing itself. You'll be able to see the categories and subcategories that this particular item has been categorized under. So once you have everything built around your research, it's now time to move into phase 5 that most people don't talk about: email marketing. One of the most effective strategies in order to convert visitors into buyers is through email. With EverBee's email feature, you can actually grow your list faster and target individual people with messaging and products that they need to receive. You can offer incentives like exclusive discounts, freebies, BOGO opportunities to be able to entice people to subscribe to your list and increase your sales faster now that you are in the driver's seat, instead of waiting passively on Etsy to be able to deliver sales to you. So if you'd like to learn exactly how to utilize EverBee's email marketing platform to get those first 100 sales and beyond, I'm going to go ahead and put a link above my head. We actually did a 4-part email marketing series telling you exactly how to do this from start to finish. Go ahead and click that link and start watching that video next. Sum it up today. We went through 5 different phases that I want you guys to jump into to be able to hear those 100 cha-chings very quickly. First, start with the most imperative piece: researching exactly what you should be putting out there into the world based on what is currently in demand right now. You can use multiple different EverBee tools to make that happen for yourself. Step 2, once you've done that research, we're going to think about what you uniquely can bring to the table. Based on those unique value propositions that you can bring in, I want you to go ahead and start optimizing your shop and optimizing your individual listings. Always thinking about the customer first. Last but not least, my favorite hack to get those first 100 sales and beyond is going to be through email marketing. Your first 100 sales on Etsy is a huge milestone. With the right strategies and tools like the ones that you can find within EverBee, it's absolutely achievable, and we cannot wait to help you do so. I would also love to hear from you guys if you've already broken 100 sales this year in 2024. If so, go ahead and drop 100 in the comments because I want to celebrate you. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that it was impactful for you and you are ready to roll out the phases that we discussed in this video to build your brand. If you did enjoy this video, I highly recommend again that you like and subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and hit that bell icon to be notified when we go live every single Thursday, and we post a video just like this every single Tuesday. If you have any questions about the different phases that we discussed today, or if you would like to discuss any unique things that you have personally done to hit your first 100 sales, go ahead and drop them in the comments, because sharing is caring in this supportive EverBee community. That's all we have for you guys today, and until next time, we'll see you in the next video.